Alright guys, thank you so much. Thank you for tuning on to my channel. For those of you who haven't subscribed yet, you might want to do that now because I have so much information to share with you. Alright, thank you. So going back to some of the videos that I shared earlier, we've talked about food, the power of the food, and I've brought it down to explaining what the body really needs, which is alkaline water and food, very important aspects of the body. And please, if you haven't seen that yet, you might want to go back to those videos and watch all over again, get the information. It will be so insightful, so educated for you. Alright, so today what I'll be talking about is some of the things that makes you lose nutrition in your food.
This is business!
Yes, food is good, isn't it? Everybody eats food. But the problem is, most people don't get to benefit from this food. What I'm trying to say is, you don't enjoy the nutritional value of the foods that you eat. So for example, you probably eat yam, but you don't eat a lot of the potassium from the yam. And most people don't even know yam has potassium in it. So you don't enjoy some of the nutrition in the food. And the reason is because of the way we prepare and cook that food. Now, an average home, according to nutritional experts, they say would lose up to 85% of the nutrition in their food. 85%.
Oh my God.
Really, really low. So what it means is all you get is 15% nutrition every time you eat your food. Very, very low. So here's the solution. I'm going to be sharing with you 6 different things you do in the kitchen that are currently very wrong. And this is how you lose nourishment. So number 1 I'm going to talk about today is peeling tubers. Now you might want to ask yourself, so why shouldn't I peel my yam since yam is a tuber crop? Why shouldn't I peel my ginger? They are all from the ground, right? They're sandy, very dirty. But no, please don't peel your tubers. Take a brush, a kitchen brush, brush it thoroughly under a running water. And yes, that way you can preserve some of the nutrients that are just underneath the skin, because for tuber crops you have about 50% of the nutrition in that food just under the skin. So every time you peel that food, you're peeling away about 50% of the nutrition. Now we don't cook vegetables in water. My advice, don't cook your vegetables in water. Now the reason being is water dilutes the nutrition from the food. Now water is colorless, but every time it gets in contact with your vegetables, now precisely I'm using the word vegetables. Vegetables have colors. Every time your water touches the vegetables, the water leaches out the vitamins and minerals from the vegetable, and that's why the water becomes colorful. So originally water is colorless, but when it gets in contact with your vegetables, it will take the colors of your vegetables, and that way you're losing out nutrients. Alright, so let's take yam as a case study. You probably peel your yam conventionally, and then you rinse it in a very clean water. You put it in a very clean pot, and then you add your colorless clean water into it, and then you leave it to boil, isn't it? Now, think about this. What do you think happens to the water when you're done boiling? The water changes color, isn't it? Yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about. So the water leaches out vitamins and minerals from the yam. Yam is actually rich in over 26 vitamins and minerals. Really good for you, but the way you cook that yam, you lose out on so many nutrients. And so the third one is high heat. Now the reason why I like to talk about high heat is because for some people it's quite relative, because people hear that you need to really cook in high heat to destroy microorganisms in the food. But the problem is your vegetables cannot survive under high heat. For example, it takes when you boil water to 100 degrees centigrade. Now every time it gets to that level in terms of cooking your vegetables, you killed so much of the microorganisms successfully, and the bad news is you've destroyed a lot of the nutrients as well. So high heat is really bad. Another one I want to talk about is microwave. Now microwave, I'm sure you must have heard something about microwave, but yes, fact is it's been linked to cancer. So why do people keep using microwave? It beats me too. I really don't know why. Everybody wants things really fast, but the solution is you can actually get these things without harming yourself. So every time you use a microwave to cook your food, you're actually harming your body. Why would you want to keep harming your body? Avoid the microwave, it will do you a lot of good. Next one is oxidation. Now, oxidation is the reaction of light and air to our food. Have you ever wondered why when you peel off potatoes, then all of a sudden potatoes turn black? It's called oxidation. So it reacts to our food. Light and air does react to the food. So another scenario I want to paint is every time you can smell your food whilst you're cooking, oxidation is taking place. And if you can smell your food, you're smelling the goodness of the food leaving, you're smelling the nutrition leaving. So it's also important to pay attention to all of this. Oxidation is also a big factor that allows us to lose nutrients. And lastly, it's fats and oil. I know fat is a class of food, but the truth is, a lot of people use so much fat. You don't need too much of it. The human body actually produces enough fat and oil to allow us to manage our body appropriately. So my best advice for you is, when you use your oils, you might want to stick to your plant-based oils only. Please don't add so much of oils to your diet. You're doing yourself harm when you do that. So thank you so much for staying tuned. Please subscribe and click the bell button so you get a notification every time I drop a video on YouTube. Thank you so much and God bless you.